Zodiac signs, welcome to your June 2025 reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I did go ahead and pull for the general energy for this month for everybody. It's looking like we have fated things happening, things that have led to certain consequences that we can't avoid. There's change, there's hope, there's freshness, there's excitement, but more importantly, there's truth. And what you do with that truth is up to you. You can embrace it with love, or you can embrace it with despair. And so know that that is something that we will all have to tackle. We'll all have to really meditate what's best for us in our journey. There's nothing wrong with falling into despair sometimes. Sometimes it's important for us to appreciate the hope and the love and the beauty that life gives us. We have to have these experiences. It's part of being human. So if you find yourself going in that direction, it is still a journey and it's yours. Nonetheless, lots of opportunity to be authentic, opportunity to be creative, and opportunity to truly embrace the energy of speaking up for yourself and understanding yourself and what you want and who you are and what you'd like to do with that information going forward. All right, go ahead and look below for your zodiac sign. They will be in order, starting with Aries and ending with Pisces. I love all 12 of you and I'm excited to get going. Let's see. Aries, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. We do have your challenge being recognizing yourself and your efforts and your intentions for how good they are, how good of a person you are. I feel that you assume the best in others always, and that can sometimes bite you in the ass, okay? And that's okay. I feel that you know when someone is up to no good, you know when someone isn't treating you fairly, but you still fight for the relationship to be healed, to be better, to be stronger. You're very stubborn, and that's okay because you understand that you can adapt and learn and grow in a very creative manner to heal those around you and yourself in the meantime. And, you're coming up as the Queen of Cups, someone who is very healing, very nurturing. You may really be showing up for the people in your life. Now, for some of you, this has to do with a relationship. It doesn't mean that you're in one. It could mean a best friend. It could mean, it could mean your partner, or someone you have a crush on, someone you feel very, very tied to in this moment. Is really what the Lovers is bringing up right now. And I feel that either there's disagreements or there's things we're not happy about. We may feel at times that they are triggering us, but we still, at the end of the day, want them in our lives, and we're willing to jump through hurdles to make sure that that is the case. And so I would love to tell you that the secret sauce to this in June is to simply say thank you. To simply say, I see how hard you're working. I understand that you're a good person. I see your heart and your intentions. And it's not quite hitting me the way I'd like it to, but it would mean a lot if we could tackle it in another manner. Shout out to the train behind me. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's what I have for these general energies. You are being advised to, instead of fighting to be happy all the time, instead of fighting to be somebody's everything, you should be feeling like both of you complement each other. And when triggers do come up, it's an opportunity to heal. It's an opportunity to love, an opportunity to get closer. And so that challenge being recognizing yourself and a partner or a family member, someone you really, really love, okay, is coming up this month. You have to consciously choose to see the best in you and them. And that could be difficult. That can be very, very difficult at times, especially when we don't know ourselves that well. But this month, I think answers are going to be given to you pretty easily. Um, I see you understanding what's causing you fear, understanding what's causing your family or your partner fear, what isn't working, what is working, and appreciating the efforts. Now, I will say that the outcome is the Five of Wands, and this could change, but it's kind of telling me that there are a lot that we have to work through. And as I said, it's overstimulating, it's overwhelming, but all in all, the secret is just simply recognition and understanding and not trying to solve everything. Just resting, maybe even saying to yourself, the storm will pass, and when they're ready, I'm ready, is also a message. So we have your advice card here, my little fortune card. It says support and respect aren't the same thing. Always remember that. You can support someone, but disrespect their boundaries, right? So try to marry the two. Try to say, what can I do for you that still says, I respect you and your boundaries? And the same vice versa. Maybe someone is saying, I'm doing this because I love you. I'm doing this because you need it. But the truth is, you didn't ask for that. And maybe what they need is for you to ask something of them, give them direction. You're very, very good at that, Aries. Aries are leaders. Aries are very strong willed, very creative, very ambitious, very fierce too, courageous. And I feel that if you can lead with how you need to be healed and also give, your partner or your family the same energy back, there will be a lot of peace and a lot of healing happening this month. Okay, so that's what I was getting. And if you're wondering like why I was saying you're getting a lot of understanding emotionally, we've got the 12th house. This is the shadow self. These are secrets, hidden desires. We also have Pisces. Pisces energy, very selfless, very mystical, very sensitive and compassionate. And we have the North Node, which is fated events. This is about direction. It's about growth and soul lessons. And so the reason that you're understanding so much is because it's simply time. It's just simply time to heal. And it'll be very liberating. And I will admit to you, there will be moments where you have to take a break and focus on yourself. And you might think that you're making the wrong choice, the wrong decision, but you're making the right one. So please remember that you are a flower that needs love and tending and growth just as much as the people you care about. Okay. And remember never to lose hope. Getting a star here reminded me of hope, wishing upon a star. Know what you want to. And make sure that those wants are out of love. Look at that. The rose. All about love, being multifaceted too, having many, many layers. And so, yeah, that's what we have for you for the month of June. Your message, some things to watch out for, and advice to remember. I wish you the best with everything that you're endeavoring. And remember that you are loved and you are never alone. Aries, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share this with somebody who might need it. And thank you. I'll see you next month. Bye-bye. Taurus, hi. Thank you for making it over. I hope that you had a good May. We're going to look into your June for you. We're starting off your challenge for the month with finding hope with the star. The star is all about having a goal, having hope, as I said, but also believing that you are capable of reaching a wish, reaching this guiding light, this big picture, this final outcome, knowing, believing that it can be yours. So, is this something that you've been struggling with recently? I think so. I think that this has been something you've been feeling weigh heavily on you for probably the last 3 months. 3 months is what I'm getting. Maybe even the whole 2025. We have your focus being the Nine of Swords here. This is being worried, reliving the past, scared of the future, insomnia, trouble resting. If this is your energy, then this is definitely your reading. It's coming up very, very heavily. I feel that it has been a slow and steady battle. I feel that you're being very patient. You're working very hard on healing. I also see you trying little things here and there this month, and also the whole of 2025, trying to be better. I feel that you've had a moment recently. When I say recently, maybe the last like 2 years, you started maybe school, or maybe you started your own business, or you started a new relationship, anything like that, like a big chapter of your life started. And now that we're like 2, 3 years in, maybe even only a year, it feels a little bit longer though, this cycle, we're wondering, when will I have this dream realized? We're feeling impatient, but we're also still patiently at it. This is a sign that your reward will come. And if you need help having hope again, and usually I don't say this, usually I tell people to feel as much as they need to purge, but I think that you have to remember why you started, to have a plan, to step away from these fears, these emotions, this sadness that's overwhelming you, overstimulating you, causing you to maybe doom scroll a bunch. Or I'm also getting somebody that's like smokes, but that's okay. It's okay if you smoke. I used to smoke too. Like I did for like a year. My reason was so silly though. Like I just wanted a deeper voice. But anyways, King of Swords, very smart. This is something you can do, by the way. You are very smart. You are very wise. And when you have a plan and you stick to it, magic happens for you. Taurus is ruled by the second house. So it's about value, material, possessions, assets, the physical body, stuff like that. You're very, very good at understanding what you need in the physical realm in order for you to grow. And it's possible that the reason that we have this fear is that we don't have the amount of money that we had hoped that we'd have right now. Maybe you lost a job or anything like that, or maybe we took a blow. Maybe taxes were like way too much money. Something like that. I feel that if we can buckle down and believe in our plan, trust the plan too, and cut off some of the fat. Like when I say the fat, cut off some, like trim the fat is coming in. Maybe some of you aren't feeling good in your body. Maybe some of you are feeling pretty bad about your body, but there's still so much progress that you have made. And if you want things to speed up for you, we have to face our fears. And I kind of see that being your outcome. Now, sometimes I pull this card. This is the outcome card, and I get like it's not that heavy of an energy, but this is very heavy to me. This is about obstacles, chaos, things that we can't control. And I'm not trying to say like, oh my gosh, the month of June is going to be so chaotic for you. No, that's not the case. The month of June is you tackling all this bullshit so that we can have this hope again. And your advice we have for my little fortune cards is nothing is permanent. You know that. That can sometimes be worrisome to a Taurus because you very much value comfort, and life is quite uncomfortable right now. So maybe this is the hope you need. Nothing is permanent. Now, if you needed another confirmation that you will be rewarded for your efforts, in fact, you already are. And if you can wake up to them, if you can see them and the potential you have with what is awarded to you in the now, well, then this battle will be so, I don't want to say effortless, it'll take effort, but it'll be triumphant, it'll be cathartic. That's the word, cathartic. It's like everything that you cross off of your list, you get more and more proud of yourself, more at peace, more at ease. I'm also getting an energy of, someone's going to communicate to either, I want to say it's yourself, but I think some of you will have to set a boundary. That's a nice way of putting it. Have to set a boundary with somebody, and that will feel like a weight off your shoulders. So know that that might be coming in. If that resonates, that feels like that's for you. And it'll bring a lot of peace. And more importantly, it'll give you what you've been hoping for. An environment that suits you, a routine that gives to you a home that feels homely, a body that feels better to exist in. There's thankfulness here as well, and I feel that that thankfulness comes from your own efforts. So don't lose hope, Taurus. I think that you're going to have a very productive, very, very productive month of June when it comes to career, when it comes to your body and your home. We have a lot of discoveries being made about what isn't working and being able to communicate clearly how to bring in the change that we need. And it starts with facing these obstacles, these fears, these problems. And you doing so, even if it's hard, you're still taking it off your box one at a time. And I see this lasting, like this specific message, this energy lasting for probably the next 3 or 4 months. Yeah, 3 or 4 months is what I'm feeling, just because we do have patience here. But know that this month of June will be the start of this routine that brings in this reward, okay? Alrighty, that's what I have for you. Thank you very, very much, Taurus. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved, and I love you. If you enjoyed this, then please, please like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you've got going on and what matched up for you. And I wish you the best with everything you're endeavoring. Bye-bye. Gemini, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for your 2025 June reading. I hope that you had a spectacular May. We have your challenge being the Two of Swords here. Got air energy as your challenge, so this tells me, Gemini, that you'll be able to tackle what you have coming forward with ease if you step into what comes naturally to you, okay? That might be confusing to some of you, and that's okay because there is an air of confusement here in your challenge. The Two of Swords is about needing to make a compromise, needing to make a decision about something. It's a little bit serious, but I'm not worried about it because we have your focus being the Knight of Wands. You're feeling a lot cheerier this month. You're feeling a lot more optimistic, and you being okay with not having all the answers right away. And so you'll be confronted with a lot of moments where you have to trust your gut, you have to trust your intuition, and you have to understand that every decision you make is the right one, okay? And living that, understanding that everything is unfolding for you, not against you, a lot will come in a lot more clearly every hurdle you tackle. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So let's say your ex texts you and your gut goes, oh my God, I don't want to talk to this person. I know what happens when I talk to them, but they're like, baby, I miss you. Or like, something like that. And you deciding for yourself, okay, this doesn't feel right. And you block them, right? And Maybe you have a little voice in your head that says, was that wrong? Like, am I a bad person because I didn't help them and I didn't talk to them? No, you're not. Swallowing what you decide, okay? And trusting that it was right for you, okay? That is what we're doing in the month of June, and it feels so liberating. I see you saying no to people. I see you saying yes to people too, and so many opportunities for you to have fun and not think too hard because you're smart. You know, you're geared up to tackle everything that's coming in this month already. I also see you being divinely inspired. That's a message for those of you that have been having artist block. I'm also getting a message of some of you being really, really, really scared of AI. But there's like a realization coming in about AI that's like, wait a minute, they can only do what they're fed. I'm fucking limitless in my potential and I have my own name, you know? ChatGPT made this. Well, fucking Ron Queen of Cups made this, and there's only one of me, and there's a million users for ChatGPT, you know, something like that, where your name, your branding, who you are feels very liberating because I was getting the ego and I was getting emotions and as well as Aquarius energy, which is very independent here with the astro dice. So we're feeling good. We're saying goodbye to things that are no longer serving us this month as well, and looking at the bright side of things and believing that we can overcome our fear, believing that things will work out along the way. And that's not to say that you don't have a strategy or a plan. You do. But part of that strategy, part of that plan is to stop being so damn scared. Right? And I think that this has been a big theme for you for, I want to say, like I'm getting the number 5, like 5 months. Yeah, like the last 5 months, there's been a major theme for you. Yeah, some of you are really seeing a lot of synchronicities too, and it's kind of freaking you out. Like you've got questions, like what does that mean? But just trusting that when you do see them, you're going, oh yeah, that's a sign that I'm where I'm meant to be, and I'm waking up to my potential. So I love that. We also have your advice card, your little fortune card here. It says, don't come from a place of lack, come from a place of expansion. And you know what? I forgot to pull little charms for you. I think I forgot to do that for Taurus too. Oopsies. Let's get some charms. The key. Oh my God. That's exactly what I was saying. Things are being shown to you. Oh my goodness. We've got this dragonfly here. Dragonflies mean to me personally, I had somebody near and dear to me tell me that it was a sign from their grandmother. And I have another friend that told me it was a sign that good things are coming. And so that might mean something to you. We also have the star. This is miracles to me. Now, this can also mean having hope. But I feel like these are those signs, synchronicities, and like miracles happening. And it's so crazy. You recognizing that miracles happen every fucking day. That's what I'm getting for you, Gemini. You're feeling really good. I love your energy. And we have a key coming in. Some of you might be moving out of somewhere. I got that message. Some of you are moving, and no, not a lot of you are moving in somewhere. Well, I mean, I guess if you're moving out, you're moving in somewhere, but like big message of like, I'm getting, I'm like returning my keys to something and it feels very liberating. That's what I'm getting. Sorry. Okay. Now to the particulars for you, Gemini. We have the Queen of Swords. I love that. More of your energy. The Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh. Oh, by the way, we have your power card here, the Lovers. That one popped out. That one jumped out like So, the Queen of Swords is someone who's independent. That's that Aquarius energy. She also knows herself and what she's capable of and doesn't mind being alone. She doesn't mind being alone. We also have justice, honesty, truth, clarity, and balance. And it's all because you're wielding your own potential. You're wielding your own truth. It's similar to the message of the beginning where you're seeing what authenticity means to you and what you exude out into this world and how it can serve you. We also have fated events and good luck. And the Lovers card. Now, actually, when I pulled this, I was getting an energy of a crush and a deep relationship as well. So know that you may meet somebody that you've been needing to meet on your soul's journey. And maybe even for some of you, it's returning to someone that you deeply love. And then others for you, it's meeting someone that you will deeply love. And they'll just get you. They'll just get you and they'll help you move on from things as well. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Thank you very, very, very much, Gemini. I hope that you enjoyed that. One of my very best friends is a Gemini. I love you. I'm a Sagittarius, so air and fire, we go pretty good together. I want you to know that you are loved. You are never alone, and I love you. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you want to support me. And tell me what you got going on. Tell me how this resonated. Tell me what plans you have that lines up with this. And I wish you the best with everything that you are endeavoring. Bye-bye. Hi, Cancer. Thank you for coming. This is your June 2025 reading. Hope that you had a wonderful May. I will say that even before I put the cards out, I heard, for sake, please tell me something good. And I will, oh my God, I'll admit, I see why. Your card that popped out, it went out of the deck is the Tower. You've been going through it. I get it. Things have been falling. Things haven't been working. There's a clearing. There's goodbyes we've had to say. There's heartache. It's not fun. You may have had to face some of your biggest fears this year. And you're wondering, my goodness, why is this happening? And it's because you made a wish. What was that wish? Peace. It's all over your spread, Cancer. You just want peace. You just want to relax. You don't want anybody asking you for something. You don't want anyone expecting you to give them something, to even just your presence. You don't want people to just assume that it is theirs to have, to take. Some of you may really benefit from going through a social media cleanse. Maybe you've done that recently. Some of you may really benefit from having hours of the day where you turn your phone off. We have your challenge we never get a challenge unless we can overcome it, by the way. The 9 of Cups. Now, this means wish fulfillment. And I was getting, we've got peace. We've got the olive branch peace. We also have how can you live in peace here and your advice. And we have the key being yours. The key is being yours to take. And I feel that you've taken it. And I think that you know this. And some of you may have been looking into manifestation or been very interested in it recently, been seeing more stuff pop up about it. I'm getting that you should wield that shit, okay? Because the more you understand how attraction works, through our actions, through our emotions, through our perception, through what we do and what we don't do, what we allow and what we say no to, you will understand that you have been responsible for what has unfolded. Now, that can make you upset at that realization. And it's 11:11 on the clock. That can make some of you really upset, okay? What do you mean I'm responsible? I didn't do that. They did that to me. Some of you, it's been like relationships have just been fucking you over. And I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Um, but it has been important to your journey because you have the North Node. This is direction, this is fate, it's discomfort that allows growth in your soul. And what is that leading you to? Well, we've got Leo energy, your inner lion or lioness. You know, Leo is very expressive, very confident. They know what they want and they understand that they deserve it. They deserve what they want. And what you wanted was peace. And we're waking up to our inner sovereignty and how we, because we have this desire for it, can have that peace if we're willing to work towards it or willing to allow and accept this tower to fall. Okay. So someone, I'm really sorry if this is maybe someone very specific. Let me know if this is you. Someone had, this is really hard to say. Someone had a parent or they had a grandparent that meant a lot to them that passed away pretty recently. I would say like within the last maybe 3 years. And ever since that moment, it's been hard for you to feel at peace. And I want you to know that they're at peace, okay? So if you feel that they were wronged in life or maybe you wronged them, let go of that guilt because you're jumping to conclusions without any evidence. You're assuming the worst about yourself and situations. And know that in time, your efforts, the things that you have been working on, that you are aware of, will lead to an epiphany moment where you just have to actively, instead of letting the universe do it for you, you have to actively say goodbye to this chaos so that you can have that peace that you wished for. Universe did everything they could. Now it's your turn. Your turn, because we have to co-create. Now, into the particulars, we do have the Magician. Look at that. As I was saying, a wish, a manifestation. I actually forgot that I pulled the Magician, which is crazy. The Magician is the master manifester. I do see you wielding your own energies and pouring into your own cup and believing that there's also something about a child. I don't know. Some of you may have a lot of children in your life. But anyways, the Knight of sorry, not all of you. We also have the Knight of Pentacles here, and this is working on something intently in order to make it grow, being very talented and showing up consistently, being there, showing the fuck up, okay? And I'm really proud to see this. This is you meeting the universe halfway. Now, the Page of Cups can also be a messenger. All the pages are. And this is a message from spirit, the beyond, I feel, because the Suit of Cups has to do with emotion as well as mysticism. And I think that when you have these moments of guilt bubble up, you're going to know what to do with it from now on. And it's because we are manifesting peace. Okay, that's what I see for you, Cancer. Thank you very, very much. I wish you the best. And remember that you are never alone and you are loved. If anything really stood out to you, let me know. Let me know. I love feedback. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Helps me be able to do this more. And as I said before, I wish you the best with everything that you are endeavoring. And know that you can have it. Bye-bye. See ya. Leo, hi. Thank you so much for coming for your June 2025 reading. I hope that you had a wonderful May. I appreciate you stopping by. Your challenge for this month is the Two of Swords. Now, this is needing to make a decision or a compromise on something, even when you don't have all of the information available to you. Being able to trust your intuition, being able to trust that you made the right choice and not overthinking it, not overanalyzing it. Now, I want you to know that you're primed to do this. If there's something that you need to say, do, or take action on, the Ace of Swords tells me that you're going to do it this month. You're going to jump in, you're going to say it. And I actually feel that it's coming from a place of love. Now, some of you are confessing, okay? I just got this because we have the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups means seeking love, seeking passion, taking action to bring in more love into your life, not waiting for it, going for it, taking it for yourself. And so, yeah, sorry. Oh no, some of you are like, what? So if you have a crush on somebody out there, we even have this Mars energy. Okay, Mars is about taking action. Anyways, you might be confessing this month. You might be forced to. Like, it might be kind of like, oh, fuck, I gotta say this. Others of you, I see you having a come to Jesus moment with yourself, and it brings you a lot of peace, like a lot of peace, understanding what you deserve and what you're capable of, and not it just being a feeling, it also becoming evidential to you. It's like, oh my gosh, that thing that I manifested, it happened. I can do that, you know? It's that kind of energy. You are being advised to end some sort of cycle. If there is just this loop that you just keep playing over and over again, I was getting that this month you're ending it. We have the Hangman, seeing things from a new perspective. And I feel that it's a tie that you had where things have to go this way or it's not meant for me. They have to look like, let's say that there's this person that you're interested in, but maybe they're not your usual type, okay? This is you going for it anyways because you really like their energy and slowly being able to fall in love with them. And I say that because this is the third house. This is communication. You're coming up as the Ace of Swords. This is sharing, imparting your knowledge, and also an understanding coming in. And it's because you took the time to think about it. And so there's a leap of faith happening where you're like, I'm not going. I initially read this as I am scared. So you may be understanding what you're afraid of and how silly it is. It's like we're zooming out of our own. So some of you really have like a very vulgar sense of humor, but I don't know. I got somebody like I'm taking my head out of my ass, you know. And I really like that. It's more of a why have I been allowing this to be so serious and snapping out of it, like, oh my gosh, why have I let this hurt me so much? And this brings in a lot of change, a lot of clearing. Maybe some of you have went through a heartbreak and you're mourning that loss. And now you're finally ready to start looking for love again. Or maybe some of you lost a best friend and you're feeling more hopeful about finding other friends again. Or, you know, maybe some of you, it's a parental thing. Like maybe you went to counseling or maybe you read some sort of book or perspective on how it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You didn't have any control. You didn't have any power growing up. And that just hits you like a truck. And you're like, oh my God, it's not my fault. You know, I like it. So it's a very empowering June for you. And I see a lot of love coming in ways you don't expect. Ways you don't expect, but ways that you really need. Now, this is the Four of Pentacles. You can read it multiple ways. It can be savings. It can mean finding stability. It can mean greed and selfishness. It can mean all four of those things. Or what a lot of readers do is they look at the imagery. And what I'm getting for you is a hug. There's someone that is just going to give you a really, really big hug. And some of you are going to really cry. And some of you are going to cry. And it's going to clear a lot. And that's what's going to end this cycle. Now, some of these little charms that I got for you. We have music. Some of you love music and you're connecting with somebody with that. I see you like I really see some of you going to like concerts and stuff. Maybe some of you really like concerts and we're meeting people there and it feels so much more optimistic. And a lot of you are making huge, huge leaps in your spirituality. And I was getting this with, we have this stag here and it's leaping, it's jumping. And then we have, this cross, which I'm using to represent as spirit, spirituality. And then we had this, I am sacred. And so there's an energy here of waking up to your own nobility. You're Leo, okay? You're very expressive, very confident. You know who you are, you know what you deserve. And there's a snapping out of it, okay? You're snapping out of it. I don't know. And it's making us understand that we control the narrative, not them. We control our lives now, not the past. The only thing that exists is the here and the now. Ground yourself actively and have a routine and believe that through this ambitious energy of understanding your own sacredness, you will find a lot of clarity and understanding about who you are, why you're here, what you're meant to do, who you're meant to be, and that getting you out of some sort of funk. Okay, alrighty. Thank you very, very, very much. I wish you the best, and remember that you are never alone and you are loved. See you later. Oh, also like, comment, subscribe, tell me what resonated for you, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Virgo. Hi, thank you for coming to your June 2025 reading. You are so pure-hearted. And I mean that. I'm not just saying because you are a Virgo, but I see you doing a lot of good work for yourself and for others. I see that you have really, really pure intentions. I also have this feeling that you have been working on something about your health or your mental health for a very long time, and you've been seeing really profound improvements recently. So if that's you, I'm really proud of you. I know that's really, really hard as somebody who struggles with their mental health. It's not an easy thing to do, but you're making leaps and bounds, and just really happy for you. I'm just really, really happy for you. Now, we have your challenge being the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this means patience, hard work, and consistency. We never get a challenge unless we can overcome it. So know that this is something that you may struggle with, being patient. We want to see results now. You've probably been working very long and very hard, and you want to be done. You want to wipe your hands clean of something. I want you to know that it's not that you won't achieve a success. You absolutely will. But I actually see your idea of success evolving in a miraculous manner. Maybe before you would limit yourself for what you thought you were worthy of. Like, for example, I'll never be able to buy a house, so I'm good if I just have an apartment. But no, why box yourself into what you are capable of? Why allow the idea of, oh, the housing market's awful, or oh, it's hard to find a partner, or oh, nobody could love me if I look like this. Why limit yourself? Because you can have so much more. That is the biggest message here. And it's because excuse me if I sound crazy, you're vibrating in a really pure energy in this moment. And you're attracting a lot of beautiful things to you. And if you can understand what it is that you deserve and what you want and what you'd like to have, you will find that life has a beautiful way of creating it for you, opportunities to take, gifts being given. Like, let's say you write on Facebook or on Twitter or anything like that, and you go, wow, I really need a couch. And someone just goes, hey, I got a couch that I'm getting rid of. Or like you're driving around town and you see a couch and it's like the perfect couch that you wanted. There's nothing wrong with it, but maybe somebody's moving and so therefore they're getting rid of it. You know, there's something like that happening where when we understand what we need and we tell ourselves that the universe will provide without money, okay? And it's just being given to you, then take it, have it, and believe that it's yours. And that's your power right now. Now, we also have over time, this will hurt less and less. And I was getting that energy around the way we see our identity. Maybe you were really bullied, okay? I'm getting that energy. Some of you were really bullied, and that's what we've been healing. Maybe even bullied by our family. You know, they can do that too, not just the kids at school. So I see you connecting with the person you are before that, before the bullying, you know, who you are at your core as a soul in your heart. And it being very empowering for you and bringing you a lot of peace. Now, I don't know if you're a very spiritual person, and I know that I was sounding pretty woo-woo, but you're going to be seeing signs and you're going to be receiving information through music. That was a big message. And somebody has 2 cats, and you may feel like, oh, these cats look at me funny. Like, what are they trying to tell me? They're just there to protect you and make you feel at home, at peace, at ease. There's also an energy of, you know, somebody's cat. Okay, this is actually a very specific message. Somebody's cat, like, stares in a specific place constantly and then stares back at you. I don't know. I was getting that. And they're looking at some sort of guide, angel, or passed on loved one. So that's for somebody. We also have transformation. Already said that you're doing that. We have your overall outcome being the 9 of Wands, okay? Now, this means not giving up. And this is the same advice of over time, this will hurt less and less. So don't give up on what you're doing now. You're doing the right things. Your only advice is to think bigger. And yeah, you had that message of you're being guided and you're not alone and you're doing a really wonderful job. And I see you this month setting up very healthy boundaries, and those boundaries make space for more blessings to come in. And there's some choices to make. So they're asking you to take it. You know, don't hold yourself up. I don't see you doing that. I actually see you understanding and realizing what is and isn't meant for you because of this energy. But don't feel guilty about it. And understand that you deserve it. And you'll be as right as rain, my love. Okay, thank you very, very much. I wish you the best with everything you are endeavoring. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what resonated with you and what didn't. And thank you. Bye-bye. Libra, hi. Thank you for coming to your June 2025 reading. Have you ever heard of a sunk cost fallacy? Do you know what that is? That means the tendency to continue with something because of the amount of time, money, or effort you have invested in it, even when the current outcome is not favorable. This is like saying, oh my gosh, I spent so much money on my ticket to be on the Titanic. I'm going to sink with it instead of jumping off and saving yourself, okay? That's the energy here, all right? And I have a feeling that you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, then maybe this reading isn't for you. But your challenge this month is the Five of Cups. Now, what is that? You may have moments of self-pity, and that's okay. It's okay to feel sorry about yourself. Sometimes life just stings. It also means loneliness, sadness, focusing on what we lack, on what we've lost, instead of what we can gain. And it's because of something that we have invested a lot of energy into. Now, this could be a relationship. This could be a job. This could be a degree. It could be anything at all. But we know that it needs to be let go of, okay? And I say this because we have Uranus, a lot of Aquarius energy here, by the way. You know this, okay? You know this, but swallowing it, ingesting it, embodying it, and understanding it, and accepting it, that's the difficult part this month. But know that the more that you toil it, the more that you work with it, the more that you hold it and accept it for what it is, as I was saying, the more you'll allow that tower to fall in the month of June. You've outgrown the situation. And as I said, why suffer sinking into the cold sea when you can open up a door to a new time? Because there are doors opening up for you, opportunities to save yourself, maybe even your loved ones, maybe even some money. But definitely time, definitely gonna save you time if you can have the courage to act upon what you know and to make that change and liberate yourself from whatever this oppression is. And it can be self-oppression, that would be focusing on the spilled milk. And I'm not trying to tell you that, hey, stop crying, get up, let's go. It's okay to cry. And sometimes we need to, but there will come a time when we do have to do exactly that. Get up, dust ourselves off, and maybe you'll need help. I do see help coming in. I see people offering you really wonderful advice, being there for you. Take up their offer. Don't be stubborn. It's okay. You deserve this. You deserve to be free. And whatever ideas that you hold in your heart of you coming up out of the mud, of you being like this lotus where we're living and underneath this water in the mud, it's dark, it's not pretty, but the sun comes up. We take our I don't know. We take our plant thing and we start to bloom into the flower that we know we are. And it first takes putting yourself around the sun. You gotta exit under the water. So there's Aquarius energy. This is an energy of rebellion. This is an energy of independence and being revolutionary. So sometimes you need to lose yourself in order to find yourself. What are you waiting for, Aquarius? The doors are open. Now, we do have you having to confront something that has been taking from you energetically for a long time, and you standing up for yourself. That Hierophant. Really proud of you. That's what I see coming in for you in the month of June. Hey, you got this. And remember that you are loved and you are never, ever alone. If there's anything here that is resonating for you, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. I want to know. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I wish you the best with everything that you are endeavoring. Bye. Scorpio. Hi. Thank you so much for joining me for your June 2025 reading. I hope that you had a really good May. I see you. going through a lot of changes. I really do. Maybe you're like the new kid on the block, but whatever you're up to, I want you to know you're going to find a lot of success. I also see you signing contracts. Maybe you're getting a new job. Maybe you're moving into a new house or, a new apartment or something, and you're signing the lease. Some of you are being committed to a new life, and you may be both excited and afraid for what's to come. And I'm here to tell you that in the month of June, a lot of wonderful things are coming. Now, there was a little message here, just a little bit, to humble yourself, okay? It's okay to be confident. It's actually really great to be confident and understand that you are smart. But some of you have a lot to learn, and you have to be patient and be receptive to the way you're being treated right now. Some of you are going to have some harsh teachers, and it's going to come through people, but also through your own mistakes. But over time, you're going to get really good at what you do. I mean, really good, to where the confidence isn't something that you have to fake, or like, the confidence isn't something that you'll have to, rely on to get you through. You have the skill now, and the skill gives you confidence. Now, you are being advised to not give up. Strength, be strong, be courageous. Know that this is worth it. It's worth it, okay? And as I said, don't rush yourself. Ask questions, be receptive, and learn and study, absorb. Be a little sponge this month, because it's going to aid you. I think that the more questions you ask, especially to the people around you, the more they're going to like you. They're going to like you. They're going to feel like, this person listens. This person cares about what I have to say. And they respect me. And that earns you respect in return. And so maybe that's what that energy of being humbled is. Like, don't expect just to be respected right off the bat. Earn it. Obviously, everybody deserves basic respect. Don't allow yourself to be disrespected. But there is some respect to be earned this month, and it's going to pay you dividends, baby. Dividends, baby. I really like it. We have you overall this month being fairly optimistic. Good. Be that way, because there's good things coming in. Live more so in the excitement of the unknown rather than the fear. And I see a lot of changes that have been in the background actually starting to materialize and become part of this new era for you. We also have an ending of a cycle, so we're starting a new cycle, one of a lot of joy and happiness and success. That was confirmed by the Empress as well as the Knight of Wands. We also got a King of Cups, okay? King of Cups. And know that through conflict of the heart comes a lot of growth. We've got Saturn. Saturn is the planet, unfortunately, of limitation, of karma, of discipline, boundaries, obstacles. But Saturn always rewards us. And so you may be dealing with some emotional issues this month, but nothing you can't handle. You're going to learn so much, okay? You're going to learn so much, nothing you can't handle. Some of you are going to feel lonely, but you're going to do something about it. I feel lonely, but you're going to do something about it. Now, into the particulars, we have the King of Cups. And this is that energy of, someone that you should listen to, ask questions about, get advice from. I don't think it's going to be your parents. I think it's going to be from someone older than you, but you respect them. We also have gift giving. They're going to give you a lot of valuable information for you to work with, okay? I also see them helping you, putting in good words for you. It just feels really good for you. I really like it. I want to pull one more card for you, because this is just it's feeling very school, but also very career to me. Very career. And so I want to get a little spirit message for you, and then I will release the... Let's see what we got. Okay, two of them. Empathetic starseed, absorbing what's not yours. That's that energy of like, hey, they might treat you a little, or life might sting a little bit at times, but it's there to teach you, okay? Don't take it personally. We also have double mission channeling and uplifting humanity with Pleiades energy. So this is about you uplifting your own life and that energy of being excited and hopeful and growing, starting to make you in your journey rise and be more abundant, more happy, more joyous. I saw that sun energy, and this is understanding your own limitlessness, your own potential, and your own capabilities. Look at that. You're already doing it. I love this reading for you, Scorpio. I think June is great. I do, and I'm excited. Thank you for trusting me with your reading. Let me know if that resonated. I wish you the best with everything that you are endeavoring. And thank you so much. If anything here resonated with you, please comment below. Let me know what it was. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, Sagittarius. Hi. Welcome to your 2025 June reading. Hey, oh my goodness. The biggest message I got for you was wake up, Buttercup, because things are getting real, but in a way that you need, in a way that you hope for, that you prayed for. And there's hope, there's destiny with the North Node, there's excitement with the Knight of Wands, there's a return. Now, this is a return to how you were before what happened. You're gonna know what that means. Something happened. Something very major happened. And you've been asking yourself, I used to feel so much better. What happened? Why can't I get back to that feeling anymore? Why can't I feel that peace anymore? You're gonna get it back, okay? But you're gonna get even more than that. So there's this graph I saw, and a lot of people think that growth looks like this. No. For you, it looks like this. Or for most people, by the way. Didn't? And then we dip a little bit lower, but we don't go all the way down. And then we go even higher, and then we dip a little bit lower, but we don't go all the way down, and then we go even higher. So every time that you make a little down divot, I want you to know you're not going to rock bottom. You have your wisdom, you have your understanding, you have... Some of you, I'm hearing age. Some of you are feeling like you're getting old. Okay, you're not getting old. All right. Age is but a number, baby. You're young at heart. That's what we tell ourselves. But don't feel like you have lost your moment, because your moment is coming. It's coming. And I know you're tired of hearing that. I know you are, but we've got the 10th house, career, ambition. We have the North Node, fate, direction, growth. We have Taurus, which is very powerful, very serious, stability, okay? A routine that works for us. And we also have the Knight of Wands, being excited about what's to come. The Star, having a goal, having faith in yourself to reach it. I was feeling very, very drawn to these keys. I very rarely, this happened twice to me today, but I very rarely receive more than one of the same charm. And you got fucking two keys. You got one giant ass key and one little key. The giant key came first. And I feel that this is tied to the energy of now. It's opening doors for you. And so they want you to see them, please, and use it, okay? Because a big one has been opened for you. Now you have to take the key of action. So there's like the key that the universe opened, the door the universe opened. Now those little doors that are materializing here on earth for you, you have to take your key, which is your action, your intention, and open it. Doors are opening. That was a really, really big message. And a lot of what you have been feeling stuck on will be understood. Okay, seeing things from a new perspective. So, overall outcome, we do have the Six of Pentacles. I see people giving things to you. I see the universe giving things to you. Once again, take it. Take it. If you have an idea, do it. Your challenge is going to be the Hermit card and the Three of Pentacles. We never get a challenge unless you can overcome it. You got to be okay with being alone. And you got to be okay with being around people. Very, very strange message here where it's like, I want to be alone. Leave me alone. Oh, but I'm alone and that sucks. I want people around me. You know? You're going to have opportunities to be around the right people. And I mean like very dear friends that you're going to have for life. And they've missed you. And it's not just old friends, it's new connections as well that are going to understand you on a soul level. But you have to take it. We've got the Emperor card, your advice, being your own boss. And that's why I was getting this energy of wake up, Buttercup. Now, whatever you have been feeling sad and sorry about, and it's been having a really hard time with you being able to feel properly, you're going to overcome that in the month of June. Okay? That is your message. Thank you very, very much. I wish you the best with everything that you are endeavoring. Know that you deserve everything good that is coming in. And if anything here resonated or spoke to you, please let me know in the comments. I'm very curious, actually. Seriously, I am. And I wish you the best with everything you're endeavoring. And I love you. Bye-bye. Sorry if I repeated myself. Bye-bye. Capricorn, hi. Thank you for joining me for your June 2025 reading. We have your challenge being the Four of Wands here for this month. And that just means that we have doors opening, opportunities arising, something's brewing for you. Capricorn, take it. Take up those opportunities. Ask yourself, what am I manifesting? What am I creating? And what opportunities are in front of me to get me closer to that outcome? Now, I think that this is something that is constantly on your mind. So I'm not worried about you being able to take up this challenge. In fact, I see you being able to handle it very beautifully. You are entering the chat this month with the Two of Pentacles, a lot on your plate, a lot on your mind, a lot to handle. We've got you going back and forth on something, putting your energy here, putting your energy there, putting your time here, your money there, and we're being spread a little bit too thin. But your advice is to make balance of that, and I think that you will. In fact, I know that you will, because we have the Queen of Wands here. This is somebody who's creative, who's expressive. She has something to share with the world, and she wants to be seen and heard. She wants to put her light into the universe and let people feel it. And I think that this is what we are endeavoring this month. And it's going to bring in opportunity to grow. You're going to be planting really beautiful seeds. It's also an energy of you taking up an offer that you didn't expect. Now, that's an interesting message. Take up an offer you didn't expect, doing something that you didn't expect. I see you changing things up because we do have the 8th house, which does mean death, transformation, ruled by Scorpio. And I also have Jupiter here, which is luck, growth, optimism, achievement, and success. So Ace of Pentacles is here to confirm that whatever it is that you are being spread thin on, it was not for nothing. It was not for naught. You made a sacrifice, and those energetic exchanges that you were very confident were going to pay off for you will. It will. sprinkled throughout the month in little ways, but in a very big way as well. Like there's a culmination happening. Culmination. I also am getting an energy of a party. Somebody's going to a party. I wanted to say graduation, but maybe that's not the case. Graduation, party, somebody has a birthday, someone in your, someone around you, something like that. And it feels like there's a message there. So there's something that they're doing that's going to inspire you. Now we also have when you feel like you don't fit in, make space. So what does this mean? Well, all it means is if you feel like your community isn't serving you, start a fucking new one. If you feel like you can't find a job or you can't find anything, create that opportunity for yourself. And I see you doing that. I really do, because we also have this Aries energy, which is very fierce, very courageous. Aries, they're their own boss. So anything that you decide for yourself, I'm creating this, I'm making this, it's going to be very lucky for you, okay? Especially if it's unique and if it's different. I think you've been doing this for a long time now. Now, I decided to pull a little bit more cards than usual for you because I wasn't quite happy with what I saw. If I'm honest, I was like, come on, there's got to be more to this. And there is, and I'm glad that I did. I feel like everything that I pull has a reason. We have you making a very, very serious decision this month. And we also have the 3 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. 3 of Cups has to do with friendship, connections, our social circle. And the 9 of Swords represents worry, fear, not sleeping, right? You know, that energy. What's happening? I made a mistake. Or, oh my gosh, in the future it's going to be awful. You know, something like that. I think that once you get out of your head and let yourself be uplifted by the people around you, it's going to change your mind and bring you a lot more clarity. And so I was like, I don't want to give them just that message. What else is happening in the month of June for Capricorn? Well, look at that. Emperor came up again. Emperor came up again with the Aries energy. 2 of Wands, something that you decide because you feel pulled and magnetized towards it, is going to unlock your boss era. Okay, I like that. And it's putting a new perspective on your life and making you realize that, oh my God, that was the secret sauce all along. All along. You understanding your own power, your own sovereignty even, you know, how precious your energy is. And understanding that you deserve to put it in places that you care about. Okay. And that's not to say that you haven't been putting it in places that you care. I think that you care. But there's an energy of feeling stolen from. And so there's a reclamation happening in the month of June. Now, we also have travel because we have the Eiffel Tower. Some of you might go like to another country. I don't know. It is the summer, you know. It is the summer. Maybe some of you are going to across the country. We also have the unicorn. And I was getting in, like, somebody helping you. Came here, too. Somebody helping you. Being a helping hand. Making you feel better. Making you feel safer. Warmer. And I feel like they'll be there for you for the rest of the month of June. And beyond. We also have this little blue heart that came up. Isn't that cute? So it reminded me of, like, a health gauge. And I felt like our heart was being filled. Is it half empty or is it half full? Well, know that whatever this unicorn is, they're going to help you fill up the other half. And that's okay. Sometimes we need help. Allow that help. You can still be strong, independent, and allow help in your life. Every good leader knows when they need a helping hand. Alrighty. Thank you very, very much, Capricorn. I wish you the best with everything that you are endeavoring. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved. If anything at all resonated or you want to comment on, do so. I want to know. I want to hear. I just want to know. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Aquarius. Hi. Thank you so much for joining me for your June 2025 reading. I hope that you had a great May. I really do. Okay, don't get mad at me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it all right. Don't shoot the messenger. But your challenge is the tower. Now, I think that this is an old, stagnant energy. This is something that we have been going through for quite some time now. And this is actually good news, okay? The challenge is always something that we can overcome. In my spread specifically. So the tower in the challenge position says that we can close this chapter. And how do we do that? The power of friendship. Okay, I know. What do you mean? Well, I have a lot of symbolism here of you being different, of you being unique, of you feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not like other people. But maybe that's just been your energy most of your life, feeling like this black swan here. But I've had this pineapple. Now I had to look up what a pineapple symbolized. I'll admit. Yeah, I know. I'm Hawaiian. To me, it's a symbol of overthrowing our government. But I'm looking at you, Dole. But anyways, it says hospitality and welcome. In many Western cultures, especially in the American South, the pineapple is a symbol of warmth, welcome, and hospitality. And so there's an energy here of finding your people, finding your tribe, and feeling like you guys can run together. And it creates a lot of growth. It creates a lot of, we got this, we're in this together. You don't have to do this alone energy. And we have so many horses here. We got 1, 2, 3 horses. And tarot, the horses or the knights represent taking action and going forward with something. So you're entering the chat, you're entering this month of June as the Knight of Wands. Now, this is somebody who is here to bring the optimism. We're tired of focusing on what's fallen, what's cracked, what hasn't been working. And we're choosing to look at the bright side of things. And it takes effort. Sometimes it sneak up on us, remind us, but I see you doing more of what you love, reaching out to more people whom you love, and feeling the passion and that effort healing you and creating a better foundation because you know you've outgrown something and it's been like this for a while. And maybe you were waiting for permission to grow, but you're giving yourself the permission. Now we have, how are you being the best version of yourself? Ask yourself this every day of June, because I get the feeling like it's very hard sometimes to feel as if we got this. Maybe things just haven't been working out for a while. And we're like, man, what the fuck? But it's okay, because there's an energy here of, you don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. And I'm saying that to the circumstances at hand. So this is going to be society. This is going to be politics. This is going to be our family, things like that. There's an energy of, you don't get to fucking tell me who I am and what I'm doing and what I'm capable of. And that's that running with this black swan energy, Been like, okay, I'm different, whatever. And we also have the 6th house, so health and wellness, we're healing. We have the moon, our emotions, with confidence in Leo. Now, into the particulars, we have the Judgment card. There's an epiphany moment happening here, and it's going to be through the efforts that you're taking to overcome this tower that has been biting you in the ass. And it's healing, it's warm, and more important, it's releasing. Now, all day, I've been seeing this vision, and it was for you. I know it was. I've been seeing this vision of being wrapped up in a bunch of different ropes or threads, and it's like cutting into our skin. It's uncomfortable, and it more and more it is like digging into us. And I saw scissors, and undoing each rope And every time it just go boom, and we feel better. Boom, oh, I feel better. And so maybe we need to do a cord cutting spell, Aquarius. That doesn't just have to be for exes. That can be I'm doing a cord cutting spell to say goodbye to poverty, to say goodbye to, and I actually do think that's what it is. Goodbye to limitations, goodbye to fears, goodbye to the feeling of inadequacy. Inadequacy is a big one. A really, really, really big one. Okay? Okay. Alrighty. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you so, so much for trusting me with your reading. Hey, if this resonated, let me know what did. I want to know. Share it with me. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, you are never alone and you are loved. Bye-bye. Hello, Pisces. Hi, welcome. Thank you for coming to your June 2025 reading. I hope that you had a really good May, and I'm really blessed to have you here with me. We have your challenge being the Knight of Wands this month. We never get a challenge unless we can overcome it, unless we can do something about it. And the Knight of Wands is someone who seeks passion, pleasure, and joy actively. They do it. They go for it. So the challenge tells us that it will be difficult, but we can do it. So I want you to push yourself to make sure that you're enjoying this life. Okay? And I was getting that energy because we also have, we also have this cherry. We also have you being stressed out, okay? And we had your advice card be, I should have been, ... I should have been doing XYZ. I should have been a doctor, something like that. What do you feel you should have been? And become it. Become it. Don't have regrets. Do it. Take action on it. Believe it. Believe in it. Believe in you. Okay? Some of you, this is a message for some of you, okay? Not all of you. And bear with me. This is an adult thing. Da, na, na, dun, da, na, na, da. Some of you need to find a partner, or you need to have pleasure of some kind. And ain't nothing wrong with it, okay? Know that you can find somebody to love you in that manner and fulfill you in that way. You deserve to be wanted. You deserve to be desired. If that is something that you know that you need in a relationship, you do not have to compromise on desire, okay? It makes you feel beautiful. It makes you feel wanted. It makes you feel passionate. So maybe have a conversation. All right, so that's a message for somebody. Na, 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 dun, dun, na, na. All right, let's get back to it. So we have you being stressed out. What are you stressed out about? Some of you don't know, but you're going to figure it out this month. We have you having very mature conversations about your emotions and facing them. So going to counseling, having a friend that gives you counsel. I am also seeing that some of you, to the people that do need like this passion and desire, you're single, stuff like that, I actually do see you attracting another water sign. Now be careful, sometimes too much of that energy can be a lot. But if you look at their birth chart, I actually do think that they would be pretty well balanced, just as you are. Now, your overall outcome is the 5 of Wands here. So whatever you have been confused about, what is bothering me? Why am I feeling so tired? Why am I feeling all this responsibility on me? What can I do about it? It's going to force itself to be known to you. And I want you to know you're going to realize how trivial it is. You are being advised to let go of things that are no longer serving you. So if there's like a person who like every time you talk to them, like they just make you sad. They make you sad. Or if there is something you're consuming, like maybe a podcast or maybe it's Reddit, something like that. We're saying goodbye to it so that we can live in this joy that we know we deserve. And there's going to be someone who's going to inspire us to do this. Not bad. I really like it. I see you spending more time with people. I see you playing games. I was getting gaming It's also getting like going outside and playing as well. Doing something that you've always loved. Like you just always loved doing it. So this can be about playing music. This can be about playing in a band. I don't know, something about music. But also, just doing a good old game. Like maybe you love Magic the Gathering. And that's why you think tarot's cool, because like, ooh, cards. But whatever it may be for you, I see you taking up those opportunities and they are healing to you. Now, we also have the 10th house. This has to do with career, ambition. You may be feeling like you really want to get yourself out there more when it comes to your work and make more money. Know that we have opportunity to make more money. I see it twice here. But we have to kind of tackle whatever these emotional stressors are first, so we can let them go. And that's when those opportunities come in to make more money. So you will be liberated. Yeah, like there's like a liberation from some emotion that you've been really struggling with. Maybe, and it doesn't even have to be like sadness or fear or anything like that. Maybe you at times get way too passionate about something and you neglect all your responsibilities when you do that. This is catching yourself when you're doing so. Okay. Alrighty. That's what I see for you. Thank you so much for trusting me. And remember that you are never alone. You are loved and I love you. If anything stood out to you or resonated, please tell me in the comments. I want to know. I'm curious. Just tell me. You don't have to. It's okay. And yeah, you got this. Bye-bye.